captains, fleets have arrived. Let's check out what's ready now and what's coming. Starting from this update, you'll be able to create your own fleet to play with your friends and start earning fleet resources. You'll be able to spend them on various fleet upgrades, such as discounts to cost of ship post-battle maintenance, amount of XP received, and more, or crates. What's next? Fleet battles are on the horizon. It's time to train with your teammates and prepare yourself for the action to come. Create your fleet, stay tuned, and turn the tide.
Hello everyone, welcome. It has finally arrived. Fleets have finally been added to World of Warships Legends. And today we're going to be looking at what are fleets, how to create one, what each of the different settings does and what they mean, how you can contribute towards economical and just overall fleet objectives for you and your friends. And we're going to just delve deep into how everything works. But I'm not on my own today. I am joined by our very own Prince Blip.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to join him and help him show off the fleets, but that's not all. We'll be covering everything as usual in the update. We have Tulsa, the Tulsa campaign. We have Salem to show off, and San Diego, and so much more. So
It's a very cram-filled update.
Yep. But more, I think we're all most excited for fleets, of course.
I think the players are as well.
Yep.
So I think we should just dive straight into it.
All right.
Okay, so let me get my stream deck over here. Oh. Okay, so game 2. Okay, so welcome to the update of the fleet. As you've noticed, at the bottom left of the screen here, we now have the new Fleets tab. Here, you can begin the process of creating or joining your player fleet. When you search, you can search for fleets based on several different parameters. This can be on your win rate, your max tier, and so on. And we'll delve a bit into the joining afterwards, because I think if I show you how the create a fleet menu works, the join fleets will be a bit more intuitive for you, and a lot of it would just make sense. So we're going to dive straight into the make a fleet. As we're going through, we'll be reading through some questions and trying to answer any questions you might have, as well as just clearly showing this.
Yep.
So bear with us. So for the sake of this, we're going to be creating a fleet. Right off the bat, you begin on this menu with name, call sign, emblem, fleet tags, privacy, tier gate, win rate gate, and here is where you begin to build the initial image of your fleet. So we'll start with the name and the emblem and so on. So with the edit emblem, this is, think of it as your fleet's patch. You can customize it to begin to form an initial identity for your fleet. So we have different kinds of shields. So I'm going to go with the round one. For fields, this is like the patch background, almost. And then for symbols, we have a variety of different symbols right off the gate. We're going to go with the duck, I think, the Duck of War. It's a very, very classic Legends icon. Fleet tags. These are tags which players can search fleet parameters. So when they want to join or search for fleets to join, they can input tags to look for something for them, whether they want a fleet that requires microphones or doesn't, whether they speak English or Czech, whether they play standard, and so on. So we're going to say this is a microphone-only legendary tiers and divisions fleet that plays standard. And we go back and we can see that we now have these 4 tags applied. You can have a maximum of 5 tags or a minimum of 1, and anywhere in between. For the privacy, you can make it open or private. When a fleet is open, players can request, they can see it on the join fleets menu, and they can request to join. And you can also accept the invitations and so on. When it's private, you can people will not be able to see the fleet on the join fleets menu. You have to manually invite them into the roster. So we're going to make it private. Oh, okay. We'll make it open for the sake of the tutorial because of the gates. Now, we've introduced 2 gates. You don't have to use these. This is entirely like a preference, because some fleets might be a bit more strict on how they wish to manage their community and the kind of people they allow in. Tier gate. When you set this, this is the minimum tier the player has to have to apply to join the fleet if it's open. If the player does not meet the minimum tier you set, the game will physically not let them apply to join your fleet. So I can set it to say, if when it comes to applications, I only want people to apply if they have a tier 6 or higher ship, or a tier 8 or higher ship. For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to make it tier 3. And then for win rate gate, it is a very similar concept. We can make it so that only people above a certain win rate can apply to join the fleet. So we're going to say 48%, which represents most of our player base.
Yeah.
What now we're going to do is we're going to quickly make a name and a tag.
Yeah.
So for
does the name and the tag need to be unique?
Yes. So no two fleets can share the same name or tag. So if you try to create a fleet that has a name that's already taken, it will tell you that this name is not available or the tag is not available. So we're going to make the fleet name here. And then for the call sign, Binley Mega Fleet, with BMF is the tag.
Yep.
Is what we're going to call our fleet for the sake of this tutorial. For those who aren't aware, Binley Mega is just a British joke with a it's like an insider joke. So we're going to create the fleet, and as you can see here, it's going to cost 1,250 doubloons to create the roster. This payment is only paid once by the fleet leader. I had several questions the other day where people were asking if different members can pool their doubloons together to pay for the total. Only the person creating the fleet can pay.
Yep.
They'll just pay from their doubloon count the same you would anything else on the store. So we're going to create the roster. And here we go. We now have our brand new founded fleet. From here now, you'll notice at the bottom left, it will show the emblem and the tag. You can click this to open your roster. If at any point in time you wish to go back and change any of your previous fleet preferences that you picked, you can click the banner and go and select everything again. And you can change it back and forth as much as you want at any point in time. Obviously, if you have friends that want to join, if they don't meet the criteria you've selected, they won't be able to apply. But what you can do is if you know when your friend's going to apply, you can just lower it again, have them apply, and then you can raise the gate up again if that's what you would like to do. And we have several other options available. When we initially said we was going to bring fleets in, we said we'd bring a roster. But this first iteration has actually brought a lot more into it than just a roster. So we're going to delve into this here. As you can see on this screen alone, at the very top left, you have the shield that we created. We have the fleet preferences, which displays our member count, our tags, our privacy, and our gates. Initially, when you create a fleet, the maximum member capacity is 20, but you can increase this, and we'll delve into that in a moment. Then, on the right-hand side, we have fleet crates. Here, you can use oil that your fleet members acquire to purchase crates, and when you purchase this crate, it will gift it to everybody in your fleet. So fleet leaders can use oil to purchase containers for all of their fleet members. There are two ways to acquire oil. Oil is the fleet currency. It is the currency that all of your fleet members will be pooling together into one big total, and it is your way of contributing to the fleet. There are two ways to gain oil. The first way is you can play, every single day, you can play 3 battles. 3 wins a day will give you 10 oil for each win, meaning every fleet member can earn 30 oil a day just by playing.
And what game modes?
I believe all game modes.
All game modes, yes.
And for every container yourself or any of your fleet members open, you also gain 20 oil. This is not limited to a specific container. All containers in World of Warships Legends will grant you oil when you open them, and it will be contributed to your fleet's oil count. This is daily containers, containers earned in your campaign, in limited time game modes, containers you buy on the store, everything. So for your members, make sure they log in, they play the battles, and also make sure that you collect the daily free container, because that will grant you oil.
Yep. And as well, you should be noted that you can only get oil if you are in a fleet.
Yes.
So if you're not in a fleet, then you're not going to get any oil because you have no way to use it or contribute.
So if you open 5 containers and then join a fleet, there will be no oil contributed. You have to open the containers or complete the daily 3 wins while you are within that fleet's roster.
Yep.
Any fleet member can earn oil. However, only the fleet's leadership can spend it. And it is they who decide how the oil is spent and where. Now, in addition to buying containers for your fleet with oil, fleet leaders can upgrade their fleets with specific bonuses that apply to all of the members. Now, some of these are quite exorbitant, and they're very useful. So what we're going to do is I am going to invite Prince Blip into the fleet. He's going to be my player number 2 and my fleet member. He is going to open some containers to grant us oil, so you can see how members can earn oil, and then we're going to show you how to spend it for some of these permanent upgrades. Once you purchase a fleet upgrade, that bonus is applied to all of your members permanently, unless they leave the fleet. You have to be an active participant in the fleet, in its roster, to gain the bonuses.
Yep.
So I'm going to show you how we're going to invite people. As you can see in the roster right now, it is just me. I have 0 oil. I've been in the fleet now for 4 minutes, and it will show my win rate, battles, and also my kills to death ratio. So we're going to go and we're going to invite Prince Blip into Binley Mega Fleet. So I'm going to go to my social and to my you can use your in-game friends or your cross platform friends list. And I'm going to click invite to fleet. Once sent, I'm going to go over to his point of view now.
So I just got my fleet invite, so I can
Yep.
I can either go view details directly from the notification, or I can go into fleets and see all of my invites here. So I've got my invite to join. I can view it beforehand to see what they're all about, in case of I want to just make sure that it's something that I want to join. And considering that I like Binley Mega Chippy in general, I'm going to be joining the Binley Mega Fleet.
Yep. So we now have acquired our first official member of Binley Mega Fleet, Prince Blip. Could you be so kind as to contribute some oil to our fleet for the cause?
Okay, I've got some containers here. Just going to open a bunch of those.
When you open a container, the oil will not be shown as a drop in the container.
Yep.
However, it will still contribute to the fleet's roster.
Yep, so let's go check that now. And we can go check that in our personnel.
It can sometimes take a few minutes to update and to show the oil in the roster.
Yeah, because it does not appear right now.
Yes, it can sometimes take a few minutes, especially when the fleets menu is going quite
Yeah,
crazy.
there's a lot of people using fleets right now.
Yes. And I will also open some containers on my side. Well, also just to make sure, I'm going to go and purchase some containers from the containers tab. We'll purchase 10 of these summer dig containers.
There we go.
Is it beginning to display in them?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
So if we
it
go
displayed
back
yours,
to-
it didn't display mine. So
Okay. I think that might be because we had the containers in our account before the fleet, but we'll check.
maybe.
Or it's just delayed. Right now, we have a lot more fleets being created than I think anyone anticipated. It's been an overwhelmingly positive feature. But we've opened some containers, and we now have some oil inside our fleet. We have 200 oil.
Yep.
So, if I go back to my screen, it will now show the oil, how much oil every single member has acquired in their lifetime within the fleet. And at the top right of the screen, it will show how much oil your fleet has in total. From here, we can go to upgrades, and we can now begin to spend. So, Naval Academy increases the amount of commander experience you earn after each battle. Dry dock reduces your service maintenance costs. This is the amount of credits you have to pay after a battle has ended for the tier of ship you play. Every single tier has different service costs. We have the Warship Design Department that increases the amount of global experience you earn every time you earn any form of global experience. This is, in at least in my opinion, one of the best upgrades initially, because it is a 10% increase on all global experience you earn, which is incredible. We have Shipyard, which reduces the cost of researchable ships. So in the tech tree, it reduces the price of ships in the tech tree. We have Naval College, which is ship experience received. Officer House. This is the most expensive upgrade in the fleet, and it is how you increase the member capacity. Every single upgrade will increase your member capacity by 5, and the price will go up after each following upgrade. And then you have Port of Steel with steel received. Now, we've already had a few questions on this, so I'm going to just answer these and elaborate now. For Port of Steel, any form of steel you earn from any method, this bonus will apply. The only outlining instance is the endless trials or the endless stages of a campaign once you purchase all of the milestones, because the percentages you earn when you're only earning 5 steel per milestone, 3%, 6%, and 9% aren't actually enough to give you even a single steel. So what we've done is we've made it so that no matter what level it is, whether it's 3%, 6%, or 9%, whenever you earn 5 steel from the endless, you will always be given a steel. Always.
So that turns into
6 steel.
6, yeah.
Correct. But when you gain, 1,000 steel from ranked or something, it will work as intended here, and it will give you a 3% or a 6% or a 9% bonus. So we are going to use as you can see, the oil is beginning to come in now. We have 220.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I just got the daily crate and opened it. So I think
Okay.
that if you have crates before it doesn't seem to work.
So it seems that we've just discovered on stream that you have to have the containers invoiced into your account while you're within the fleet.
Yeah, I just got it from the store, so.
That's what I mean. You go to a store and you acquire them, or you earn them while you're within the fleet, and then you open them and they'll count.
Yep.
So we are going to upgrade our global experience. As you can see, the price has now increased and the bonus has been applied.
Yeah, and the notification also appears on your fleet members screen, so they know whenever this happens as well.
Yeah. And now if we go to the Binley Mega Fleet initial page, it will display that our Warship Design Department has been upgraded to apply that bonus.
Yep.
And this is permanent for all of the members within the fleet. As you begin to upgrade it further, you will gain more and more. So what we'll do is we'll just go and purchase some more containers for the sake of making it a bit quicker.
What is the highest cost that each upgrades go to? The highest cost upgrade is the officer house, which increases your capacity, and that increases up to 75,000, or I think it's we have it in there.
Yes, the total for the
up to 100,000.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we've just opened some more containers, and we now have 420 oil. So I'm going to go to the upgrades, and I'm going to apply another 2 containers. Here we go.
Yep.
And that is how the upgrades work. Now, within the personnel menu, there are several things we can do for our members that grant them separate permissions and etc. So, as you can see right now, Prince Flip, our first member, is a midshipman. This is the lowest role in the fleet. I can promote him and also demote him based on several different things. So I can promote him to an officer, and I can promote him to a deputy commander. Now, think of the fleet commander as the leader of the fleet. There can only be one fleet commander. Deputy commanders are effectively co-leaders, and there can only be 2 deputy commanders. You can transfer a fleet to another person. However, they have to be a deputy commander for you to assign them leadership. Officers can recruit and accept new members. Deputy commanders can recruit new members. They can promote members to officers. They can demote them. They can kick people, and they can purchase containers and things. and then the fleet commander has full control. So I am going to give Binley Megafleet to Prince Blip.
Oh no.
He will be the proud owner of Binley Megafleet. So to transfer ownership to him, I would, first of all, navigate to change role. I would promote him to deputy commander. As you can see, his icon next to his name has now been changed to reflect that he is a deputy commander with this role.
Yep.
I will then go back to the change role again, and I can now, because he's a deputy commander, I can promote him to a fleet commander. I have now just given him full control of the fleet. I have given ownership of the fleet to Prince Blip. He is now the full owner. He can kick me out of the fleet if he wishes.
Yep.
And this is how you transfer ownership. And this is Fleets 101. This is the first iteration of Fleets, how they work. If anybody has any questions, we can take a moment to answer them before we progress to anything else in the stream.
Yep.
It is important to note that this is the first iteration of Fleets. This isn't just something we're going to add and provide no further updates to or anything like that. This is absolutely an open road for us. We're looking at player feedback, and we intend to add additional things and work on it down the line.
Yep.
This is something that is of great interest to us, and we wish to continue to use it as a core feature within the game moving forward.
Yeah, and in the Fleets teaser, of course, you've seen that, seen it teased that we intend to bring even more to Fleets and things to do with your fleet. So go ahead and get started, get to work on your upgrades, and start playing together, and yeah, be ready for more on the horizon.
Yes, much more on the horizon. So, our fleet tags shown in-game. As of right now, your fleet tag is not reflected in a battle next to your name. However, this is feedback that we've seen, and it is something that we're already in discussions internally about potentially adding in the future.
Yeah. So no promises, but it's something that we are very much aware of.
What happens if you join, someone spends all you have earned, and then kicks you from the fleet? Well, as in the question, that's exactly what happens. A fleet leader can remove you from the fleet. So make sure that you research and understand the people you're joining, and you try to avoid these fleets that are trying to use you for oil, I would imagine.
And any oil that you create, it goes towards the fleet that you are currently in. It's not attached to your account, it's attached to your fleet. So
if you leave or are removed, the oil will remain with the fleet and you will depart.
Yep.
You cannot earn oil while outside of a fleet, and any oil you earn while within that fleet belongs to that fleet. Also, it is worth noting that if you ever leave a fleet or are removed, there is currently a 2-day cooldown before you can apply for a new fleet. This is to stop players joining and leaving, creating and disbanding frequently lots of different fleets.
Yep. So, do we want to move along, or what are we thinking?
I think we can move along.
Okay.
Will fleet ranks be shown anywhere as in ranking? You can see them in the fleet roster.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a limit to the amount of oil you can have? From my understanding, there is not. I mean, there very well may be, but in Super Test, we had testers getting thousands and thousands and thousands of oil, and they were not hitting any limits.
Yeah.
So they were able to have enough oil to upgrade everything and not hit a cap.
Yeah. And so who can spend the oil? Can Deputy Commander spend the oil?
I believe it is only the fleet commander.
Okay.
But I think it should say, actually,
Because you are Deputy Commander, so you can see.
Yeah,
So just head on over to upgrades and see.
I cannot. Only the fleet leader can spend oil.
Actually, I think that's probably because we don't have enough oil.
I can try again. We'll open some containers.
We'll both open some. Make it a little bit faster for us. Is BMF the best fleet in the game? No. It's far from the best fleet in the game because I am in it.
Okay, so we'll just open some more containers.
Great opening stream, yeah.
It is worth noting, though, that in some instances it can take a couple minutes for oil to be displayed in the fleet. This is normal. And the reason why it took so long for us at the start of the stream was because we had the containers before we joined the fleet. So that doesn't work. So we have now 1,000 oil. So if I go to upgrades, I can.
Yeah.
So both the leaders and the co-leaders can spend oil. I'm going to upgrade the Warships design department just to
Let me change you to officer to see.
officers can't spend oil. I know
Okay,
that for a
okay.
fact.
So, yeah, you don't even have access to the upgrades panel anymore. So,
Yes.
so deputy commanders and full commanders. So,
Right. So be careful who you're promoting, and make sure they're on the same page as you.
yep. All right. So,
Okay.
I
This
think
is fleets.
let's get into some gameplay. I think.
Okay. So this update has introduced Tulsa,
Tulsa, Salem, and San Diego.
Salem being the new steel ship. How much is Salem?
Salem is 25,000 steel. So Salem is now like the new benchmark goal to reach with when it comes to steel. And Missouri has been reduced in price to 17,500 steel.
Mm-hmm.
Those who got Missouri in the last update since May 15th will receive the steel difference from 30,000, which would be 12,500 steel sometime today.
Yes, it'll be today. Is there a possibility you guys would add ships to be bought with oil? Again, this is far too soon for us to tell. We've just implemented it. We're kind of scaling interest and feedback, and it's definitely one step at a time. It's been a long requested feature for a long, long time. Let's walk before we run. We've already hinted at the existence of fleet battles coming to the game in the foreseeable future, as well as several other things. So, let's walk before we start running. Okay, I am going to withdraw from Binley Mega Fleet very momentarily just to show the cooldown, and then we will.
Let's do that.
So to leave a fleet, all I do is. Am I supposed to? Yes. I go to the roster, I click my name, and I click Leave Fleet.
You have to hold it down.
Yeah. And here we go. So it'll say Fleets inaccessible. And now I can no longer join a fleet until this cooldown has ended.
Yep. So, and I will go ahead and disband the fleet as well, just so that.
Because of the cooldown, I'm not currently able to show you how to join a fleet, but you can effectively search based the same gates which I showed you. So win rate gate, tier gate, and you can filter through those and tags to find a variety of different fleets, and you can apply to join them. Again, just be wary, because for now, there is a huge amount of interest in members jumping in and out. So make sure you're joining something you're familiar with, or you're reaching out to the group in advance, would be my suggestion.
Yep. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's play some standard.
Yeah.
Or we can play Brawl. This update's Brawl is very interesting in the basis that it is across several tiers, and it will go on for the whole update for the full month. And it has the same +1, -1 matchmaking standard has. So you can get placed in games one tier above you or one tier below you. And what else is interesting is that our campaign, this update, as well as several other challenges, for the most part, are almost entirely completable in Brawl. The only one that you cannot complete in Brawl for the campaign is the End Shakedown Trials 3, because it requires you to be in the top 4 or top 3 of your team. And obviously in Brawl, with its smaller team sizes, this would be too easy. But for everything else, you can complete it in Brawl. So most of this update is playable in Brawl, and the Brawl will go on for the whole update. So what would you like to play?
I think let's get started with Tulsa.
Tulsa. Okay.
So we can't do that in Brawl. Let's go in standard. Yeah, we can also show off excellent and legendary modules. So I'm going to steal a camera here.
Yep.
So in this update, we have brought back epic modules and introduced legendary modules. These are upgraded versions of your slot 4 modules, which are available to tier 7, 8, and legendary tier ships, where you can make them have extra effects that activate whenever you deal damage or get kills. In order to make one of these modules, here I'll just uninstall one real quick. You have to first install a regular module, and then you can go to it again.
Just press X.
Yeah, and press X to upgrade it. And this costs you 500 steel to make one epic module. And then whenever you have your epic module, you can spend 2,000 steel and make it into a legendary module. So if you want to make one legendary module, that's going to be 2,500 steel.
So you can convert any common fourth slot module into an epic, and then you can
Yeah.
convert that epic into a legendary.
Yeah. Currently, AA module can't be upgraded, but most of the commonly used tier slot, or basically all the commonly used except for AA module.
When you upgrade a legendary module, does it
Mhm.
still retain the epic module effect?
Yes. So legendary module is the ultimate module. This has both the epic effects, where if you do damage, it increases its normal effect, and then if you get kills, it will also increase the damage that your ship does by 5% per kill, up to 5 kills.
It's going to be some pretty spicy upgrades on some of
Yeah.
these ships.
So that means, in theory, if you do a max damage build Georgia, with the meme PG Rapids build and a legendary module, and then get a Kraken, you can get over 30k alpha on your AP shells if you use your Orthisticold fighter plane, which is like, if it ever happens, I want to see a video of it because that's incredibly rare. But I also want to see a video of it. I want to see it happen.
So, I'm going to purchase this common module for main battery mod, and I'm going to upgrade it to an epic and then to a legendary. So at epic, I can see that it's showing me that my main battery reload time is minus 10%, and then for every stack, it will increase by a further 2%, and I can have 5 stacks in total. So for every 30,000 damage, up to 5 times, it will increase my reload by an additional 2%.
How many legendary mods can be on a ship at the same time?
One.
So they can be 1 legendary module per ship. So if you have a ton of steel and want to make a lot of your ships have legendary modules, you can do that, but you need to do that per ship. So you can have multiple mods now if you want to, but you're going to need a lot of steel for it.
Which is going to put a lot more importance on ranked and arena when these return.
Yep. So.
Okay. Okay, so we'll play a game.
Yeah.
So we obviously have Salem and Tulsa obviously have the same gun caliber, and one of the big differences being that Tulsa has a large focus on consumable utility. It has access to both radar, sonar, and repair party, and you can change the sonar to a plus 200% DFAA, whereas Salem, which is available for steel, has only radar and repair party, which you have to pick radar or sonar with DFAA and repair party. But the repair party is actually a super heal.
Yep. So can you send me an invite to the division?
I'll send it to the division right now. Is the module attached to a specific ship, or can I switch a module to another ship? So you can put in any ship that will let you have the regular version of that module, you can equip the legendary module to it.
Yep.
And you can remove a legendary module from a ship and equip it elsewhere. However, this will cost you 25 doubloons.
Yep. So that's been dropped down from 250 doubloons in the past. Now it is only 25 doubloons.
This is based on a large amount of player feedback.
Yeah.
The unequip fee was too expensive.
Yeah.
We did, however, want to have a fee in place because we didn't want players to only ever have just one module and be able to place it wherever they want.
Yeah.
This
And,
it basically incentivizes you to create multiple modules.
yeah. But if you want to, you can have multiples of the same module on different ships,
Mhm.
because I have legendary reload module on both my Salem and my Tulsa.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, we'll play our first game. So we're going to both queue in Tulsa.
Ready? You are division leader.
Okay.
So
That's a very new feature-heavy update.
indeed.
We also have the Tier 8 Early Access Italian Destroyer has now left Early Access and is available for research and purchase in the tech tree.
Yep, it is the cruiser, or sorry, the destroyer, Adriatico, which is quite large and is based on the Tashkent design. So, but Tulsa is a American heavy cruiser design based on the Oregon City class cruisers, which were an upgraded version of the Baltimore class. Whenever they developed the auto-loading 8-inch 203 millimeter gun, they found that they could put it onto this hull in a twin mount would be possible, and they proposed it, but eventually they decided that since the war was ending, it would be more wise to design a whole ship around it, and that eventually became the Des Moines class. So this sits in between, basically sits in between Baltimore and Rochester and Des Moines.
So in addition to the new ships we've added, this update also introduces a lot of balance changes. So why don't you talk about some of these changes?
Oh, so many changes.
Yes.
Basically, all of the Italian battleships, except for Roma, and actually all the Italian battleships except for Roma, got touched this update in one way or another. Most of them, generally speaking, got a buff overall. But there was some changes as well that were nerfs, so they would gain secondary battery range, but lose a little bit of their secondary battery reload speed. To make the whole idea of the ships is to make them more comfortable to play, especially in the medium to close range brawling play style that they're kind of designed around. And so they should be much more effective in that. Included in this change is a massive increase in their ricochet angles or their penetration angles to make them much more effective at firing AP at close range from tier 5 and up. And so those ships are going to be quite good and have been updated this update. So make sure you go check them out if you enjoy your Italian battleships and enjoy your secondary battleships. In addition, the Pensacola in New Orleans got some nice buffs to make them more effective. The American not a battleship cruiser St. Louis got some nerfs, long deserved nerfs, and some other lower tier ships got improvements made to them.
I'm gonna pop my radar right now because there's a DD here. Oh, he's coming. Oh, pop my radar to make him detected, and then he got hit by a torpedo and died.
This is life.
Okay. I'm actually stealth capping right now, so I'm not gonna get shot. So I'm just gonna.
Tulsa's concealment is quite good on my build. I have 10.5 kilometer concealment.
I have 9.9 on my Tulsa because I'm running Shelly Beepley.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just gonna stealth cap this objective before I do anything, because that would give us a two cap lead, which early game is pretty big.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep farming this burger.
I want to farm him, but because he's shooting at you, his gun's are already facing me.
He's just looking at me. He can't see me right now.
I'm kind of scared he's just gonna,
The Petra's coming out.
Yeah, but he also can't spot me right now, so fine. We're gonna just okay. We'll take some shots now. Oh, I made a mistake. I think I fired a bit too late. They're about to shoot me and reset the cap. Please. 2, 1. I should be in the clear. Yeah, we're in the clear. Let's quickly dodge those.
Yeah, you probably got more exciting things going on.
I'm only capping. I'm not even shooting anything right now because I was sat out in the open and I didn't want to try and open water kite at Tulsa.
All right. So the armor on Tulsa is going to be basically identical to Baltimore and Rochester. The 27 millimeter plating everywhere and a American style citadel.
Slow down. Oh, there goes half my health to Petro. That's not good.
Petro moment.
Tried to get behind the island and revealed broadside and got spotted.
Oh yeah, the King George V armor. I'll explain that whenever we get back to port, because that's something that needs some visual explanation. Okay, I guess I'll sneak out and see if I can spot
the cap, but I don't know where to go because like their whole team is undetected. I don't know where.
For now, I guess we just chill out and hope they come, because they have to come.
Begonia's pushing around. I'm gonna pop a radar just to you know, have a rough idea where he is. I wonder if I can put myself in between these two islands and just nose in.
This poor burger.
I just think he's just angrily trying to get you because you're farming him. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
this has
there's
no-
nothing he can do right now. So, like, his destroyers are dead, so they can't spot me. And then,
This enemy Petro is just kiting at the back of the map.
yep. Nope, he wants me.
Yeah, I think you've
No, he-
angered the great burger.
I have, yes. Just chipping away and get some fire damage.
I'm spotted by the Panto.
There he goes.
His guns are turning to me. I'm not doing well. I don't know where to position right now. I really don't know where to position. Because I just...
They're running away, basically, so.
Yeah. And I don't want to chase them into open water. I want to go dark here, I think. I'm just going to sail over to sea and maybe try and secure these islands. I'm not going to just fight something for the sake of fighting it and lose health unless...
Yeah, there's no point in doing it, so.
I mean, if they want to sit at the back of the map, I'll just let them.
Bismarck did not have torps in real life. It took some torpedoes. It received some torpedoes, but those were British torpedoes. Tirpitz had some torps in real life, but that happened in 1943 or 1944.
I don't know where... Maybe if I can kite behind here. Can shoot the main a bit, because he's coming in to try and spot me. I feel like just not dying here is the way to win, because they're just not pushing gaps. Like, as long as we don't die or throw our life away trying to just farm damage, it's going to be a relatively easy win.
And I mean, this is what these ships were designed for, just pumping out shells over and over and over again.
Main.
DCP'd it, I think.
Yeah, main has DCP'd it. Gearing is
Gearing
still-
double strike popping off.
Gearing is popping off right now. Yeah. Their Petro is still kiting at the back of the map, trying to shoot me.
Did Duke of York keep it super heal? Yes, it did.
I need to go dark again. I don't know where to go, because every time I get spotted, I just get shot at by everything straight away.
Main about to eat 2 torps, or maybe just 1.
I don't know where to sit right now. I really don't.
No Petro.
Can I abuse the silence? I think I can abuse the silence.
Petro showing off its armor plating.
So if we can burn Petro down. It's decided to push and kite it back on Mars.
Burn him down. That's the turret. Here we go.
The camera on my perspective? Why? You're doing like an actual
Oh, sorry.
an actual game feel. I was just dodging shells all game.
So, what's A-Gear German cruiser look like? So A-Gear is not based on the Scharnhorst class battleships. A-Gear is based on the O-class battle cruisers. You'll see them called both. And So that's what Egg Gear is based on. It's basically the O class, but with the 305mm guns that were developed a little bit later on. You're triggering chat by not using our heals.
I'm using mine. I've not got any more.
I have a really bad habit of like trying to wait and get the absolute most out of them.
Min-max your heal.
Yeah. Lepanto is dead. And that's a nice GG.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't do much, but I don't know. I kept getting shot at and just trying to kite away.
Yep.
So let's show the King George, and then we can show San Diego how to obtain it and the camouflage.
Alrighty. So what happened with King George and Duke of York is they had and basically let's go back into the past. Marlborough comes out in December, and which reveals to us that there was a small armor hole in the quadruple 306mm gun turret, which we needed to fix. And so we updated the turret, which required us to update the overall armor model of the King George V and Duke of York in order to fit the turrets into the ship properly. This resulted in the citadel of the ships being raised well above the waterline, which makes them a lot easier. Citadel, a lot weaker. So what we did to kind of address that at the time was we gave the ships super heals to make them a little bit more durable over time. But we were able to figure out in the past month or so how we can keep the new turrets, but also lower the citadel. So we have returned the citadels back to their original height as they were basically last year. And so King George V lost the super heal that we gave it, but Duke of York kept it. So Duke of York now has the lower citadel and the super heal. So it's
Also has superior AP velocity, right? Or is it pen angles?
pin angles.
Yep.
So also seems to be a little bit of an armor viewer bug there that I need to report after the stream. So good old day one finds.
And then San Diego, right? So, elephant in the room, I think. I'll put the camera on my screen real quick. So, we've also introduced a new ship to the game in this most recent update, San Diego. It is effectively almost an Atlanta-style playstyle American cruiser that is armed with AP and SAP, short fuse AP. It is obtainable through the Liberty Calls bundle. And the way random bundles work are, in total, in this bundle specifically, there is 100 sets. Okay, each set costs 750 doubloons. When you purchase a set, you will always purchase exactly what is shown on your screen. So for me, it's 3 promotion orders, 250, is it Impendium? How do you pronounce it?
Independium.
Independium. I would get 3 promotion orders, 250 Independium, and 10 battle boosters. And once you make the purchase, you buy what you just saw, you buy that set, and then the next set is randomly generated. So now if I spend 750 doubloons, I will get a insignia, 1,000 Independium, and 12 red, white, and blue consumable camouflages. Now, once you have a set, so you can see all of the sets here, but you can also you can click in the left stick to see set information. And here you can see exactly which sets you've earned. So as you can see at the bottom right here, it says 1 out of 8 for this, and which ones you can still earn. Once you gain a set, you can't get that set again. So, for example, for the one I just got of promotion orders, there's 8 of them in total, but once I have all 8 of those sets, it will no longer drop. And all sets have an equal chance of appearing. So there's not any that's rarer or less rare. Every single individual set has the same drop chance. So technically, for some players, they may log in and find that San Diego is the first bundle that appears for them, and they're incredibly lucky. And you can either continue to purchase these individual sets one by one, and go up to earning the ship, or until you're satisfied with the rewards that you've purchased, or you can go to all sets and purchase all of the remaining sets you are yet to buy and gain all of the rewards. And it will show on screen everything that you will get for the money you're spending. Okay, would you like to show San Diego?
Sure. I can show off San Diego.
Okay.
So,
Do you have the camouflage for San Diego?
I should. Throw that on.
Okay.
The Lady Liberty camouflage, which is a special, nice textured camouflage.
It's very nice camouflage.
Which is, inspired by all things that are free. And so the San Diego is it's probably the most famous American cruiser from World War II. It is quite famous for basically being second only to Enterprise in terms of earning war, like what were they called? Battle honors, basically. Battle stars. That's it. They had the second most battle stars, tied with the cruiser San Francisco. So yeah, both San Diego and San Francisco with those that honor. It is an Atlanta class cruiser, and it fought throughout the entirety of the war, start to finish. The main thing that she, in terms of gameplay, is that she brings semi-armor piercing shells to the table and a main battery reload booster. So you have that deadly combo combined. But she is an Atlanta class cruiser. Don't expect to survive under fire for very long.
You can get one shot. Yeah.
And,
so be careful.
And she's at tier 7, unlike the Atlanta. But she does have a little bit better shell ballistics, so they arc a little bit less, and which makes shooting at longer distance a little bit easier to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, would you like to try a battle in San Diego?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you picked it before I could even say it, so I'd take that as a yes. So what am I going to play in tier 7?
Could pick up Vittorio Veneto because it got buffed.
I could.
Yeah. Is it a possibility that she may receive a slight armor buff being at tier 7? I don't think so. Because essentially, with a super light cruiser like this, at some point, adding armor to it will actually make it easier to damage. Because it's just kind of one of the ironies of the system. It might be better to get overpins than it is to get full pins. The new guises.
Yes, that is the point. I would like to tell the new guises, so I need to use a commander that is not an Azure Lane commander.
Yeah, same.
So are you just going to equip the guy? Yeah, I'll let you.
Actually, no. You put one on. I want to use Montpellier because I want to have Mime.
Okay. So
Anyway, you should be using Palo.
I didn't want to run a secondary build, but I guess I kind of have to now, don't I?
I mean, that's what we buffed. There's more secondary range now.
It also has the unique skill.
Will Atlanta Flint shell arcs ever be adjusted to match the destroyers that use the same guns? There are no plans to do that. No plans to do that.
Oh, I didn't even equip the guys. What is wrong with me right now? Guys is
actually you might not be able to equip them on. Nope, I'll have to do it. So, guys, these are only available on American ships, so I'll do it.
Yep. Speaking of, I also have to do the collection. So real quick on my screen, if I go over, we have another collection introduced in this update, Semper Fortis. Again, as standard, you can earn the cards unlocked through the Semper Fortis crates, which are purchasable with Independium, which you can earn through the campaign, through the campaign, through the random bundles, through several different means, and then you can purchase the containers with your Independium, and then you can open these containers to get the cards.
Yep. They want me to show the vendor specs for San Diego. So San Diego's range on my build, which I am using kind of normal Norman Scott build, has 16.6 kilometer range. Torpedoes are still the short range torpedoes. You have good anti-aircraft defense, or fairly good, and the standard maneuverability and quite good concealment for a cruiser. Handing it back over to Connor.
I was just unlocking all of the cards,
Okay.
which all contain the unique art and descriptions.
Yep. And when you unlock all of the cards in this collection, you get a commander guise and a patch and base to utilize. It's pretty cool patch and base as well. So. Okay. Yep. You're the leader.
I always forget I'm the leader.
Do you have any plans to add hybrid battleship? No plans to add hybrid battleships at this time.
I'm trying to compress it in my head. So we have the collection, we have fleets, we have San Diego, Tulsa, Salem. Epic legendary mods have been reintroduced. The Forge has been reworked with the prices. We have a huge amount of balance changes that add more identity to the Italian battleship line.
Yep. And all the Italian commanders got changes.
Duke of York fix. The Italian commander skill changes, similar to how we did the German ones, to try and add like new breath of life into the commanders. This is just a huge quality of life update.
Yep.
Like full update. What makes Salem so different to Des Moines? Well, super heal for one.
And it's a tier 8. Okay. I don't really quite like being on this side of the map, but we'll make do.
There's a carrier in the game.
Oh, there is a carrier in the game. Okay. Of course, I unequip Montpellier and we get a carrier.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Sometimes AA builds are so effective they keep carriers out of the game. It just means they're doing their job too well.
Grab the camera here. We'll see. So the SAP on Atlanta can penetrate 36 millimeters of armor, which is enough to get through a lot of battleship plating.
I'm already being shot at by 4 ships. Smoke!
This is life.
Oh dear.
See if we can farm this Colorado up.
I just spawned here. I couldn't even get out. Spawned. Dude, I'm just
And one of the things that was buffed on the Italian battleships as well is their smoke firing penalty. So they can use.
Yeah, I can see it. My concealment on my minimap is really good right now.
Yeah. So you're able to fire from smoke a little bit easier now, and get out of dodge if you need to.
Well, with the secondary build, the accuracy leaves a lot to be desired.
One does not simply accuracy with the Italians.
I do.
This is not the way.
This is the way.
It is not the way.
What does RGA mean and what is their function? RGA is range of guaranteed acquisition.
Yep.
This is the range of which you are guaranteed to spot an enemy regardless of if they are in smoke or behind an island.
Yep. So you might also recognize it as like a proximity spotting range, or similar terms like this. Normally that is at 2 kilometers, but if you are using the target acquisition systems module in slot 3, then it is 3 kilometers.
Okay, I'm going to push it in a minute. There's a San Diego chilling behind, but... What are some good low-tier HE spam cruiser ships?
Depending on what you define as low tier, Dallas is amazing.
Was it Makarov, the tier 5 Soviet cruiser?
The Kotovsky and no, the tier.
Murmansk. It's also
Yeah.
a good one, but it's steel.
Yeah, but for for common cruisers like Königsberg and Nuremberg are probably king for your low tier HE spam.
Japanese cruisers in general.
Japanese cruisers are good, yes. And if you're meaning by low tier, if you're meaning tier 6, Helena is amazing.
Helena, Flint, Atlanta,
Boise.
Boise. Yeah. Tier 6 has a few good HE spammers, actually. Does the San Diego have torpedoes?
Yes, very short range, 4.5 kilometers.
I need to be careful because I'm dipping into 4.5 kilometers range right now of the San Diego, chilling behind this island. I just wanted to get the cap. Yeah, and he's
running the same build I am. Run away, Sandy.
HMS Belfast is a very good pick as well, I found.
Yep.
It is quite difficult to get ship, considering it's only available one time a year. Will San Diego come back in another manner? So we don't have any information right now on if or how San Diego will return.
He's actually out of range because he's faster than my shells are. That is definitely a Colorado moment of all time. Imagine being faster than the shells of an enemy ship in Colorado.
Okay.
Oh, we have a new skin for Colorado, which means one of us has to play it.
Not me. I'm not playing Colorado.
I had to switch to the Popeye Commander.
I'm not wearing my shade, so I'm not playing very good today. You want me to be in Colorado? Okay, I can try.
It won't make any difference then.
I can try and play a game in Colorado, but I'm going to complain the whole time I'm playing it.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Commander guys, yes. Colorado with Lady. Well, we can do Colorado with Bluto.
It doesn't matter what guys you're running it. It's the spinach skin on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never actually seen Popeye as a kid.
Oh, you what?
I've never seen Popeye.
So the whole thing with Popeye is it's Popeye the Sailor Man, and whenever like he gets into some kind of situation or problem where maybe it's a fight or a puzzle that he needs to do, he eats spinach and gets very strong and then completes the thing.
I've seen clips, and I remember seeing it on TV as a kid, like occasionally in passing, but I don't think I've ever sat down and actually watched an episode of Popeye.
Yeah, they're quite short, like cartoons. So. Final boss needs his cool guy glasses so he can hide his sadness inside.
Absolutely.
When playing Colorado.
First time?
Yeah, Colorado isn't that bad. This is what Colorado's guns are actually really, really good. The main thing is that everything else besides the guns on Colorado is very meh.
The speed of this ship is very meh. I'm crawling up acceleration. As a kid, I just watched Pokemon and like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all of these kind of shows as a kid.
So basically, you were a weeb.
Yeah, but back then, this was before I even knew what anime was. These were just like cartoons back then when I was a kid.
I grew up without satellite, without cable TV, without anything like this. Occasionally, you got cartoons on Saturday morning, but usually I was sleeping in.
Well, Invader Zim. I remember staying up super late to watch Invader Zim.
Yeah, I watched Invader Zim a few times, but that would always be at like family's house or something like that, some place that had actual television.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna play the Colorado.
Yep. Well, they issued a challenge. Which one of us plays Florida? Which one of us plays Colorado?
Do you want to win a battle? Do you want us to win a game?
You have to separate the men from boys.
I'm playing Colorado, so Florida's your problem.
All right.
This
is the way.
Does Colorado get a fighter plane at least? No. Like everyone else is on it. Oh, okay. I think what battleship I want to run on it, like Commander.
You can't do that because for the guys, I'm gonna run.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I can't play the crutch commander on it. Oh.
I'm just gonna run Sims with. I don't have the Lady Liberty guys, so I guess you run the Lady Liberty guys.
I
I'll run
do
Pluto.
have the Lady Liberty guys. Okay, bear with me while I just. Okay, guys, where is she?
She'll be all yeah.
Lady Liberty. Is it on my point of view? This is the Lady Liberty guys. Okay.
Shall we?
I don't even think I've got to look at the camouflage first. The Popeye camouflage.
The spinach.
You know, the camouflage actually looks really good. It's just a shame it's on Colorado.
It's kind of a mean camouflage, but it's actually really solid.
I'm gonna put upgrades on. You're gonna give me a minute. Like everything I can put on this thing, I'm putting on it. Bear with me a minute, please. We're gonna go with turret traverse.
No, Popeye was older than 70s and 80s. Popeye was around since the 30s. I actually like that, like slightly speaking, the camo also like actually works as a camo as well. Because like you got the bow wave thing going on here.
Yeah, and on the back as well. See, it's kind of, you can't really look at where the water's going to see if it's going forward or backwards.
Yeah.
I forgot I was leader again. Just Monday afternoon, evening things.
Yeah, this has been one of the days of all time.
As you can imagine, an update with fleets has resulted in probably one of the busiest update days, at least since my time of joining this company. It has been non-stop.
Yeah, like I was literally working through lunch break and through break. And
We were stood in McDonald's waiting for our food on our phones, responding to Discord messages. Yes, McDonald's again. Wow.
Cheap and cheerful.
It used to be cheap and cheerful. Now it's not cheap or cheerful anymore, to be honest. Going there to get my copium meal. Oh. Playing with a loot goblin on enemy. I actually like that game attack. A loot goblin. That's really cool. That's a good game attack.
Yeah. Well, isn't loot goblin like a kind of a make fun of somebody term for somebody that steals all the loot all the time?
No, there's like, I think it originates from Blizzard games because there's always an enemy that runs around with a big bag of money, and when you kill it, it drops rare items.
Yeah, but
they're goblins.
But I thought that was because like you called people who always rolled need on loot goblin.
I don't know. But I know that. I just know that in Diablo, there's goblins, and you kill them and you get gear.
Yeah. The Popeye skin is in fact real. It's not just was real; it is real. It's
It-
actually quite beautiful. I'm
it
not gonna
looks-
lie.
It is a really, really nice looking camouflage.
You got
It's-
spinach in the back and Popeye in the front.
You can do that in a t-shirt.
Spinach in the back and Popeye. Why do I have a feeling that's gonna get clipped?
Oh no, I'm already. Oh, wait, I'm not even spotted. Who are they shooting at? They're shooting at you?
No, I'm not spotted.
Well, who are they? Have I been spotted?
I have no idea. Visible confusion.
North Carolina as well. I really don't want to fight a long distance game against North Carolina. Golden, kind of yellowy golden shot traces. You just hit the New Orleans.
Yeah, I did.
How much?
21 and a half, 22K.
Of course the camera's in my front of you when you get there. We're like the worst combination of people to be on these streams because we just never know whose camera to have it on.
Yep.
When you're playing with Robin, he's like playing and also like one hand on the controller, other hand on the stream deck. Hot swapping.
While stacking up 30 fires in a game.
Yeah. To make sure there's always something happening.
So let's see if this
I
goes anywhere.
wanna hurt this New Carolina, but I also know he's gonna hurt me. He's turning away. I don't like these turning away. No. Don't do it.
No,
Are you
don't
gonna
do
fall
it.
short because I aimed him too low? No. Okay.
There is a destroyer here.
Yeah. He's just popped his smoke behind the island.
Okay, I'm turning back into Alpha then.
Oh, okay. Oh no. I'm in danger.
Oh, geez, Rick.
I'm in danger.
But Gaida was the one German destroyer that we nerfed
He's
this update.
turning in to shotgun me. No. Yup. You know what I'm gonna do is just turn to fire his torps. I'm just gonna turn in a cell right at him. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I'll take maybe 1 or 2, and then I can just shotgun him point blank with HE. Okay, Gabe. You wanna sail at me? I'll just sail back at you. Uno reverse. Where are the torpedoes, Gade?
Where are they?
Where are they? Just gonna bop you right here. And all of my shells not gonna hit.
I got him.
What was that? Come on. Get him before he tops me. Okay, right. He didn't even shoot torpedoes at me. Unless they're
Yeah,
going
I'm
off
not
now.
sure. I'm not sure what his plan was there.
I don't know why none of my shells didn't hit there though. Or why he didn't fire torpedoes. Unless someone hit him and took out his torpedo tubes as he tried to shotgun me.
I don't think unless you did because you were firing HE. I was I had AP. No, you had AP as well. Not sure.
For the first sub I did, yeah.
Okay. So I think his torpedoes were up. All right, come back, North Carolina.
Shells surely don't fall short. I think that time my shells actually went above the target. I think they went high. Oh no! On my
I'm in
broadside.
danger.
He had HE loaded, thank God.
And he's broadside to you.
It just took a fat hit from me there. Like 40k. Just. Yeah.
Colorado's not that bad. I'm not going to get a salvo on the
I
New
might
Orleans.
get one off and just. Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
I'm sorry, New Orleans, but I think you'll find this is our capture point.
All your base are belong to us.
You know what? I'm just going to go full broadside and I'm just going to use all guns on target and just smack this New Orleans. It's turning away. Why do they... Come on. So you got a Colorado moment, boss. Yeah, I got one good shot. I just 40k'd him. Just...
Let's see how this salvo goes.
Yeah.
Yep, got him.
Okay, and now because I'm playing Colorado, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna go on TikTok for the next 10 minutes while I slowly sail across the rest of the map.
American battleship moment.
It's like my battle's over now. I caught my side. Cool.
You got more damage than I do, though.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Double
not got...
double Ishmael.
Yeah, but I've run out of targets to shoot at now.
You can get in range with these Ishmaels, surely.
Question: what does the in-game crew do while damage con is in cooldown? Do they just watch their ship burning and flooding? They panic.
They get ready to fight the fire. You
It's
have
like
to go
it's
get
the-
you have to go get the hoses or
This is
reposition the
fine
pumps.
meme. They're just sat at the table with the fires. Like, this is fine.
You have to figure out where the fires are, what the problem is, how to fight it, what to fight it with.
This is such a nice looking camo, although now my camo is starting to show some battle scars.
This is the way. Do I kill the Indianapolis or do I kill the Ishmaels? Ishmael's giving me less target, so Indianapolis, your soul is mine. Come on.
I've always found Ismail quite intimidating for the tier because of all the guns it has.
Yeah, Israel has Israel's quite strong.
At least in close range.
Yeah.
Like,
If you catch its side, it's like a very quite easy citadel though. So, which now he's in close range.
yeah, there's two Ismails that are kind of getting into their effective range right now.
Oh dear.
Tennessee.
No, and they have a ranger. There's a nice triple citadel. We
Ooh.
take those.
I was sailing around an island and I got dead stopped on an island.
Oh, rip.
Hold on. Which way are you going, buddy? I see. I literally can't get off the island. The ship doesn't have the acceleration to do anything there. I've just become a coastal battery. Oh, am I free now? I think I'm free now.
No, I'm giving it. Ishmael. Oh, this is stress. This is stressful. Oh my.
Because you're brawling two Ismails and there's a Tennessee on.
I'm rolling two Ishmaels in a Florida.
No more main turret for you.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, they've won this one. Good luck.
That's not exactly like good farewell words right there. Good luck.
Fine. Fair winds and following seas.
Nice. This cough is becoming tedious. Nose in his mouth. Nice. Looks like off the Tennessee for now. But just double palms me. Okay. This one now he's shooting HE, so I'm just going to quickly get his weapons off. It's about here. Please, just do a Colorado thing. Do the funny. It didn't do a Colorado.
You did decently though. That's decent.
For once, prove me wrong. Please.
Validate your existence.
I guess I'm gonna go for this broadside as mail. Well, no,
Yeah,
I really want the Tennessee though. Let's turn it in. Go for that.
These mails are scary
Well, they're not really shooting at me right now.
right now.
There's one. That snap you did, it sounded like a noise. It sounded like almost like a one-to-one.
Even got a little bit of an echo on that one.
Yeah, in the room, yeah. The reverb.
He has an icebreaker, so aim high.
I know I have that fat torpedo belt there, so I'm trying to like torpedo belt. You can torpedo belt.
Oh, nope. Well, maybe the fat missile. No.
Colorado's a wide one. This is supposed to be. No, I'm gonna take these ones though, because I have to turn around here. Please don't flip me. Please don't flip me. Scariest thing about aircraft carrier torpedoes when you've got your DCP on cooldown is the flip. Oh.
I would go for the Tennessee over there, I guess.
Yeah. I know sometimes it says you clear down, but I want to make sure I clear down. I've got 40-second fire, this might be.
Question: do pin angle inspirations stack with each other and built-in improved pin angles? Yes, they all do stack.
We tried.
So
Colorado and Florida.
To get this far.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. I actually had that album. I was a proper edgy kid. I had all the Linkin Park albums. Apparently, I'm a bit too loud. Yeah, I think it's just me talking loud.
Yeah, I talk a lot quieter than Final does, so I can drop him down a little bit. All right. What do we want to do?
Okay, I kind of want to see the results of the game though.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. It's just going to be a hot minute because the carriers.
The album didn't leave my CD player in my car for months. You know what I had in my CD player for the longest time? I think it was Pendulum Watercolor.
Imagine having a CD player.
Yeah. I had a CD player for a while that just had Pendulum in it, like non-stop for the longest time. I remember playing Halo Reach listening to Pendulum.
I had to, with my Miata and Cypress. It came with a cassette player, and so I was like, ain't nobody got tapes anymore, and so I had to rip it out and jerry rig out like a Bose. Well, not even a Bose. It was a Arctic radio head in it, so that I could plug my phone in.
What with like the cable, the jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just had a
24/6.
USB plug for it. So.
I want to see how well we did now, Florida Colorado division on this team.
Because the cassette with an MP3 plug, those don't work. Those are terrible.
That and Def Leppard. I had like a really big phase with Def Leppard. You know who they are?
Yeah, I know Def Leppard. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bunch of their. I think my father had all the albums and just passed them down to me. So I had all their albums. Wait, 1-2. Look at that.
We'll take it. 1 and 2 with 1500 plus base XP in Florida and Colorado. We take those.
Yep, top of the board, Colorado. I'll take it.
Let's play tier 8. I'll take Adriatico, our new destroyer.
Adriatica, tier 8. Okay, so I'll play 7 then.
I'll grab Carlo Bergamini. Bergamini, sorry, it's a bear pronunciation if I remember right. Grab the. So what do I want to take? I'll take perceptive so I can see people, and then talented, unstoppable. Change. Oh.
Salem with the legendary reload modification.
And
Let's
my
go.
Sims.
Let me move it over to oh, it is on Sun Lane's chemical.
Yep. Okay, that is my start build. Let me throw on some upgrades for this little guy.
So what commander are you running?
I'm running Carlo Bergamini, which is the commander that you could get from the calendar last update. Make that an epic module.
The one that came at level 7.
Yep. Throw on all those. Throw on a camouflage. We have Regiment Marina. There we go. And Battle Booster.
If you never got Roller Coaster Tycoon from a cereal box, you missed out. I think I did. I remember playing like a demo, a disc demo of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I also remember playing like as a kid, I would download Fish Tycoon, play like the 2-hour demo of it, and then uninstall it, and then just re-download Fish Tycoon and play the demo again, and do that over and over again as a kid.
We had an old gateway computer that had pre-installed bloatware that had a bunch of game demos on it, and we would replay those demos all the time because it wasn't on ours. It didn't have a time limit to it, so you could just basically replay the first 4 levels of everything. So yeah.
I also had a PlayStation 2 with when you used to buy gaming magazines, they would have those cheat discs.
Yeah.
I used to have a
The Game
cheat disc for Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yep.
So I just used to play Vice City for forever with just these cheats.
Where do we find San Diego? San Diego is in the random bundle, available in the special part of the store.
Okay. Apparently, Error 404 is in the Ruprecht on our team.
Okay.
Tutti ai posti di combattimento.
Let's see. I guess I'll contest Bravo. Or I can contest Alpha.
I'm honestly just gonna. Salem has the AP that slaps, so I'm just gonna park myself with the side of my ship against this island near B, just to stop myself being crossfired. Just anchor down here and lock B down.
Yep. So what's Adriatico story? So Adriatico is essentially what if the Italian Navy took the design for Tashkent and applied their technology to it and built it. So it's a what if based off of a real ship built by a real Italian shipyard with modifications.
I'm quite out in the open, and there's this Italian battleship up here, so I'm trying to be careful.
No, I'm spotted. Can I grow up?
Yeah. Focusing. I have radar, so I'll light him up once they go dark.
Hit him.
Yep, go now. Go with me. It's difficult to see them sometimes with all the. Oh, I'm gonna take a top. I think. Yeah, that's flooding. Ah, and I just used my DCP for a fire.
Rip.
That might be it for me.
I didn't
I've got a
realize
super
that's an
heal,
Italian
so-
battleship here.
The super heal will keep me alive, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. Daguerreo's shown again.
I got him.
Yeah, good job. I am going to try and withdraw from this fight just to regain some health and not die here because the flood is... I have my DCP up in 5 seconds.
Oh, no, I'm radar. I'm out.
Cool. Alright, repair up and I'm dark. I'm withdrawing because the Venetto's also pushing me.
I have my torpedoes up, so if he tries it... Oh,
I've got 5 pens. Ooh. Felt that.
a little bit spicy.
Spicy. There is. It's coming round. I can't reverse too much because I get caught in a crossfire.
Adriatico has SAP. I have it equipped right now. But whenever something's running directly away from you, SAP is not very useful. So I threw on HE for that situation.
That's not good. Spotted. Nose in. Nose in. Nose in. What is spotting me right now? Oh, it's the battleship on broadside, I whammy. Scuffed, I think. I'm scuffed. This is me done. Yeah, Whammy's not paying attention to me right now, so I'm going to try and just...
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here.
I'm trying to get to this island in front of me because then I can limit the ships shooting at me. Nice. Just gotta stay alive. Come on, run. There's something in this smoke up ahead. I think it's a destroyer, so I'm gonna go over there and radar in about 40 seconds.
Yep, I'm trying to just
It's
get
gonna be
out of
this
this
summer.
fight here. Without dying. I'm undetected, finally. Oh, I had a smoke. I'm an idiot. Yeah, man.
17 seconds and my radar's active. The only thing about Salem is the turret traverse is so slow. It's a strong ship, but this turret traverse is
Yeah.
battleship speed. I think some battleships have faster turret
Oh,
traverse. I'm spotted. Where are you, buddy? Popping my radar right now. Let's play. There
Venetto's
you are,
dead.
Summer. Although you're moving quicker than my turret traverse.
Maybe I can take Bravo now. Maybe. Here,
I'm just hunting the Summer. That's all I'm doing.
yep. Right, that's one I'm just sailing around.
God, I can't see where he is. There you are. It's fine. Golf is okay. I've got super heal. Damn, that accuracy was so good it made me miss. It's just like landed in one place. My radar ran out, but your gunboat, which is your mistake. I'm missing all of the shots. This is horrible. Alright, well, I'm got away.
Oh, this Montpellier is going to get me. Please saturate bout. Please. Listen. Oh, go shells. Thank you. All right. Ring around the rosy. Let's go. All right, I gotta steal the camera.
So good.
I believe. I just got to ring around the rosy this guy for... No. Never mind. That was a failure. I slowed down.
I'm trying to get over there to fight the ships over there, but I also know there's a destroyer on my left over here.
No, yeah.
I have radar in 14 seconds. Now, what I know is my concealment is 10.3 and my radar is 8.5. So I'm not spotted right now.
I hit something with a random torp. But
I'm not spotted right now, which is fine. So I can set the Montpellier. And as long as I'm not spotted, I don't. Like, the moment I get spotted is when I have to be concerned about this DD.
yep.
And I still have a radar charge, so we can. Oh, someone else beat me to him. Okay. We can go Cap B to secure the point advantage. I've really not got much damage this game though.
Same. But we're doing important things though. So
Getting the caps. Yeah, he's over to my left. He doesn't know where I am though, but I have a sneaky feeling he's going to try and blind top me. It's over here. This is the DD. He's moving fast. And Summon is quick.
yeah, Sumner is like 30.
Oh no, it's Salem?
38 knots ish.
There's a Salem here?
Oh, it is a Salem here.
Okay. We're just going to start.
I think Salem must have been what I hit with a random torp.
Moving on the quick end. Give me that broadside. You know you want to get your front guns off. You know you want to get those front guns off. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you want to get those front guns off. Keep
This is
doing
the
it.
way.
There's going to be an endurance battle here.
Yeah.
Although Salem is sailing out of my detection range. If I go dark, I'm effectively going to have to force the Salem to turn around.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's fine. My concealment is good. You know, I'm not going to chase a Salem that's running away from the battle. Like, if they don't want to defend the cap, I'll just go cap. Although the destroyer is spotting me now, so pop my radar. Where are you? Nowhere to be seen. Okay,
Yeah, it's because your fire is increasing your detection range
Yeah.
for 2.
it's fine. Like, at the end of the day, if he doesn't want to play and he wants to sell to the world board, I'll just cap. He has to turn around or lose the game. So we'll just do this because I don't want to separate from my battleships and then get isolated. Yeah, there's the top. I'm not about to isolate from my team to try and thirst kill.
Yeah.
We're just going to get the cap, make them turn around. I want to focus on the win here rather than the damage, to be honest.
Go for the W.
Go for the W.
Lose the final.
I know that destroyer is super weak. I made that DD like fragile before they went dark. Chilling behind this island here, trying to get these cheeky tops off.
So, is Tulsa worth buying? So ultimately, this is up to you. But Tulsa is our campaign ship, and the campaigns always come with not just the ship, but a ton of boosters and
Patches,
experiences,
containers.
patches, containers, a bunch of other stuff that is definitely worth getting on their own. So, but that is up to your situation.
Oh,
And-
cheeky.
yeah.
Oh no, Atlantico. Oh, there's cruisers chilling around here right now on A.
Any signs of British battle cruisers in the near futures? We cannot answer questions about about, I guess, when will this come or that. So sorry.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's not the most riveting gameplay right now. We're chasing a DE that doesn't want to get spotted,
Yep.
and a cruiser that doesn't want to get spotted. it's just.
Yep. But we're doing it for the W. So
I really have no damage, but I've got 2 caps. So I guess.
we both have no damage. So. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm riveted, but I'm definitely welded. Can't really get away from this seat. Yeah. teaching people how to win is being a good CM. This is
Well,
true.
I'm not really teaching this. I'm not letting them isolate me on my own, and I'm capping. I mean,
I mean, like, teaching people that they don't just have to go for damage and kills is
Salem, why you have to do this?
correct.
You shouldn't spot me here though, because your DD is over there trying to talk the battleship. So you're free real estate, buddy. Got your nose. Got your nose.
Look out, he's got his nose.
Spotted now. It's fine. I've evened the odds a bit with the damage.
Why is there a crane at the aft of Tulsa? She doesn't have she doesn't have planes. Same questions goes to Palmer. So ships have cranes for multiple different reasons. It helps them just resupply and handle ship to ship and ship to dockyard interactions much easier. The cranes are not just used for catapult fighters and things like this. So yeah, ships, boats, supplies of various kinds. Yeah, multiple different things.
I got my legendary effect right as there's nothing for me to shoot at the rest of the game because of the nice.
Nice.
Noise. So that is game. We're not going to see that destroy until the game ends now.
Yeah. Salem, of course. I haven't given the introduction to Salem. Salem is one of the 3 Des Moines class cruisers. These were the ultimate heavy cruisers that were ever built. The last series of heavy cruisers ever built, featuring 9 automatically reloading 8-inch 203mm guns, which were an incredible amount of firepower. They basically tripled the rate of fire of previous 8-inch guns, and could actually reliably do that. And they gave great service for a long time. Salem, of course, survives today as a museum ship in Quincy, Massachusetts. You should go visit her. I think she's only open on weekends, though. But fantastic museum ship to go visit and see how everything works. As well, she also starred in the movie The Battle of the River Plate, where she took the place of the Admiral Graf Spee against the British forces. And she gets accreditation at the very beginning of the movie. It's like, the USS Salem as the Admiral Graf Spee. It's quite impressive.
A bit of a stretch, though, to say they look similar.
Yeah, they actually kind of like have like a little jab line in the movie where they're like, oh yeah, they disguise their cruisers like that to look like us, basically.
Yeah. So I need to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna let you talk for a few
All right,
minutes.
all right. Got a bio break going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's take a look at the Italian battleship changes. So, and in order to kind of be the prime example, I'm going to grab the Andrea Doria. So the actually, let's grab something people probably a little bit more familiar with, Francesco Caracciolo. So the main things that happened to the Italian battleships is that they lost about 1 second of reload, some main battery shell damage for both AP and HE shells, and they lost some of their HP, except for Veneto and Lepanto. But in trade-off, they gained significantly better visibility while firing in smoke. They gained significantly better armor penetration angles. They're actually, some would argue they're actually better than U.S. American cruisers' pen angles because they are 55 to 70 degrees, which is amazing. And they also gained a little bit of secondary battery range, which makes their secondary battery even more potent. They lost a little bit of their secondary battery reload speed and compensation for that range, but the range allows the ships to be used far more comfortably in regular engagements. So we look forward to these battleships quite a lot. there's a lot of diehard fans of these battleships, but overall they're not super popular. So we believe that the reason there is just because they have a little bit of an awkward combination of their traits. So we're improving that. How to get legendary modules. So let's grab Lepanto because of course I want a legendary module on my Lepanto. And there we go. So in order to get legendary modules, you need to install a regular module. And then when you're on this page, you can see that there's an upgrade button here at the bottom left where you can then spend steel to make the module into an epic module. And then you do this process again to make it into a legendary module for 2,000 steel. So in total, it's 2,500 steel per legendary module. And if I want to take that off and put it onto another ship, I can just uninstall that for 25 doubloons. Can that process be reversed? No, you cannot. You cannot like unupgrade a module. Didn't Graf have a fake turret that they fabbed to fake out other ships? Yes, Graf Spey did make a fake turret to use. To pretend to look more like an allied cruiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to do? What do you want to play? So we've shown San Diego, we've shown Salem, we've shown Tulsa.
Yeah.
Some of the Italian battleships. We've done fleets. Showed the card collection. Showed the modifications. So I think we've covered most of the big ones.
I
So
want
we
to play Lepanto
Sure.
for the meme.
Just Salem again because I want to get a good game in it.
I set up a fleet this morning, set it to open. Multiple of my friends requested to join, but I have no notifications. I've seen a couple people have this issue. If you can send me some screenshots of that, that would be appreciated. We're going to look into that as a bug. There is a way to work around that at the moment. You can just invite those friends directly, and that should work for them. So that would be your workaround for now. The Worcester armor changes. There's no actual armor change to Worcester. It's just an update to the model of the turret, I believe, just to help, just to make that more up to date. There should be no gameplay change to Worcester at all.
Yamato, Stalingrad division. Those are gonna sting.
Yup. Such is life.
Okay, I'm trying to think. We're gonna push that. I'm not just gonna get murked. But yeah, so I think if I go in there B and use the island, maybe.
I think I'm gonna go alongside the island at B and then go towards C and hope. What will happen to duplicate cards from the Semper Fortis collection if we've already completed it? They will just disappear at the end of the collection.
And you'll just get a camo.
Yep. You just get a camo with every crate.
And maybe oil, I think.
Yeah, it's all containers, so.
Yeah, so you could also now get oil for your fleet by getting the duplicates.
I'm missing one card in the Japanese collection. How can I get it? There is no way to get it at this point in time. He says you can pay 125 doubloons to get the card. Maybe that's the case.
I'm trying to wait to see where the Yamatos are spawning before I decide where I'm going to aggressively push.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can pay doubloons to get the card, but I would go ahead and check that. It would be in the collections menu itself. There's so much going on, I don't remember every single detail. Sorry. You can pay 125 doubloons, just verified. Okay, thank you very much, Rubber Ducky.
Okay, they've spawned on this flank on the left.
Good.
Because the Stalingrad is there, and then a division with the Stalingrad. Which means B is probably going to be relatively safe to capture, actually. because they're all going wide around A.
Problema risolto,
Besides
signore.
from the Musashi, oh dear, and the torpedoes. They're trying to top me right now. Two things are targeting me? What two things are targeting me right now?
Probably, maybe the Musashi.
No. Probably the Stalingrad and the... I'm going to try something super ballsy, because if I push around here and get to this island, as long as that enemy Musashi doesn't push aggressively, I can literally flank their flanker, the thing that's trying to hide right now. Pop my smoke. Radar, so that should spot the gearing of the team. And we're just gonna...
I thought that Musashi had the lacquer camo for a minute there, but or the golden wheat camo, but it's just the shadow camo.
What I'm doing is really ballsy and it may not work out very well. Yeah, it's not working out particularly great, and now the whole team is rushing me. The Yamato too. Oh no. That's what I was worried about. Yamato overmatch really stings.
Yeah, so King George V and Duke of York got their armor model reverted back to where it was. So now their citadel is lower in the water, basically below water. But King George V lost the super heal that she had for a couple updates. Duke of York keeps her super heal.
Just power mate destroyed all my guns. Anyway, you know, I'm just gonna try and ram the Yamato. If I survive, I survive. If I don't, I don't. But they've got one of my guns. I'm being hit by everything. So
We'll see how it goes then.
yeah. Oh, gearing's here. I don't know how you missed your torpedoes 2 kilometers away, but I appreciate you giving me.
Conk.
Yeah. Yamato. Oh, the Yamato got me.
Right. Can I bonk this Yami?
Hello devs, will we ever see a graphical upgrade on Legends and free cam like on the PC? So we're always trying to make visual improvements in general. These usually occur in small stages over the course of several updates. And for free cam, we don't actually have any immediate plans to introduce a free cam right now. Our biggest priority has been fleets, and is continuing to be fleets right now.
Yep. I'm just eating it from these Yamatos.
Yeah, they when they shoot you, they all shoot you.
Yeah. That's it. No, I mean, it's a division, so they're going to focus fire. And I get at least that last turret off, yeah.
La nostra squadra è in vantaggio.
Why does the game crash through combat all the time? This is quite a blanket question that's difficult to answer without any context or footage or anything. But if you're experiencing game crashes, record some footage and send it to us and we can take a look.
Yeah.
But-
I would also suggest reinstalling your game and checking with your game, like your game cache or your console's cache, because that can also lead to some issues sometimes.
Also, make sure your game is downloaded on your console's internal hard drive. Having it downloaded on external storage devices can sometimes cause weird behavior. We can only really verify the integrity of the game if it's on your internal hard drive.
Come on, Yamato. Keep going, keep going. Back up, back up, back up. 9.8 kilometer secondary range. Ooh, ooh. All right, we got one. Okay. Oh, that's the other one. No, no, that's the Stalin.
Rilasciata cortina fumogena.
And that's the new pin angles in action right there.
Yeah. Just watching, I was waiting to see if you'd get the really good the cheek shot.
No, that's not. That's a Stalingrad. That's not even a Yamato. So. Let's see. Ouch. Okay, run away. Okay, let's see if I can get.
You're
Go
doing a really
around.
good game though.
Yeah.
Are you running a secondary build or a
Yeah,
ranged
secondary build. Yeah.
How are you getting such accurate shots? Why is it when I run a secondary build, my shells just want to hit the moon, but
It's because you don't believe hard enough.
when I run an accuracy build, it's like
You must begin to believe.
you're giving me like a heart of the cards, but in World of Warships.
Oh yes.
Heart of the shells. You have to go full secondary and just pray your shells hit.
No, you don't play with your shell set. You throw enough crap at the wall and then hope some sticks.
Like that.
Yeah, just like that.
And you get quite a lot of hits. I don't understand.
A little bit spicy.
Okay. Well, we don't have time for another game, so you've got us chatting for a few minutes.
Alrighty.
All right, questions. It's
game.
question time. You've got several minutes,
All right.
and we'll do our best.
Speed round.
Okay.
So, what do we got, folks?
Anything you want to see or re-see or us to explain again or whatever, now's the time.
Yeah, Champagne buff win.
You just had a buff.
You just had a buff, and Champagne is doing well nowadays. So, no need for it. I noticed Salem has better side planning than Des Moines. Does it? I need to check Des Moines. It does. Okay. Interesting. So that's another thing. Salem is likely, like I would say, Salem is likely one of those ships that we might need to come back and touch a little bit. So, yeah. Play Tulsa, please. We played Tulsa a little bit earlier in the game. It's quite similar to many American cruisers, except it has a high rate of fire with 6 guns rather than 9.
Is Bergamini available in crates to start on duplicate personal accommodations? No, not right now.
Nope, not right now.
Besides from the calendar, there is no way to obtain this commander right now.
Yeah. Well, the calendar's over, so there is no way to
Yeah.
obtain it right now. So I thought the Repub was also going to be on sale for doubloons. I don't think it was. I think it was only global experience. But maybe it will be whenever the Stellar Clash comes around. I'm not
Which
sure.
will be later this update.
Yeah.
Stellar Clash is coming later this update. What items / crates in the store offer oil to fleets? All containers offer fleets.
Yeah. All containers.
All containers.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you obtain them. As long as you obtain them after you've joined the fleet, as we discovered during the stream.
Yeah. So the Italian Destroyer Commander was a one-time thing. He will probably return in some other way in the future. But yeah, that was kind of like an event type thing, at least for a temporary amount of time. Calendar is still there for another 2 weeks. Oh, okay. My bad.
To catch up on, though, the days are already over.
Okay.
All you can do now is go back and purchase your missed days and complete the challenges. I like Stellar Clash. You'll have 3 new camouflages. You'll have one for Hacker U, one for Minotaur, and
Republic.
Republic.
Yep. Any returning special event commanders? The Stellar Clash commanders will return. So that's Space Fishy, Shelly Beepley, and John-Luke Pickup.
Space Fishy is an amazing inspiration for carriers, and Shelly Beepley is just arguably, like, as of right now, the best American cruiser commander.
And Fishy is also very good for Connor's favorite ship, Shivakaze. Are there any bugs, issues the team would like more data on? If you see any bugs regarding fleets, send those in because that's brand new.
Yeah, fleets is a big thing we'd be looking at right now.
Yep.
Big time, actually.
Okay.
Fleets, I would say anything with fleets, anything with the economy, like the fleet economy, oil, or if you're able to break something with like the membership and the rosters. And also, if you see any naughty names,
Yep.
report them to us because we will be actively moderating these names.
Yep. Will the event mode ever return? I would say unlikely. Can we get the Azure Lane skin for Kaga at some point? We can't comment on collaborations or anything like that. So sorry, can't answer that one. Will there be skill-based matchmaking with fleets? No. At least not in random battles or anything like that. JLP is good for approximately nothing. Yeah, and we are aware of this. JLP is one of the commanders that that we want to take a look at, I think. So, yeah. Did you check the armor viewer bug with the normal camo of Duke of York blip? Yes. So I'll be reporting that. I'll be reporting that tomorrow morning.
Can you increase the text count for fleet names? So several things on this. For text count, for the ability to add like underscores or spaces or anything like that, we can't add any of this. There's several different limitations from us having like because we have to meet like everything has to
UI,
be equal with our UI and everything else. So right now this is what it is. We don't have any plans to edit the way you can make usernames right now for fleets.
Yep. So.
Semper Fortis unlocks counters, crates, and give oil. I believe they do. I believe all containers give oil.
I'm no longer in the fleet, so I can't.
Me neither.
Oops, I disbanded. I shouldn't have disbanded the fleet.
I believe all containers give oil.
Yeah, we have been told multiple times it is all containers.
By our development team, yes. You just have to acquire the container while you're in the fleet, as we discovered because we loaded Prince Lip's account with containers before he joined the fleet, and then he opened them and we got no oil.
Yeah.
But then the containers he acquired while he was in the fleet, he did get oil.
Yeah.
So
does Brawl provide oil? If Brawl provides containers, then yes, but by itself, no. Like oil is not really something that you're going to get directly.
Well, technically, the first win bonus.
Yeah, first win bonus. Yeah.
So you could theoretically get the first win in Brawl, I believe.
Yeah. So the way to get oil is 3 wins every day and containers of any kind.
So you get your daily container every day. That will give you oil.
So
it's free oil.
Okay. I'm grinding Colorado XP right now, trying to get to Iowa. Can you give me a tip why at long range sometimes the Colorado shell spreads very far? Essentially, the longer range you fire at, the more dispersion you're going to have, just because just physics. So you're just going to be a lot or less accurate at long range, and so that's something that just happens.
Will there be more ways to get steel? So as usual, steel is generally reserved for our limited time events like ranked and arena, and also the endless trials in the campaign. We have recently made it so that there is more steel earnable within these ranked and arenas. So just keep an eye out for our events or participate in the campaigns and things like that to get the steel.
Fleet by yourself, do you still get oil? If you are in a fleet, you can get oil.
It can also sometimes take a few minutes to get oil.
Yep.
For it to appear in the fleet.
What is the chance percentage of getting Sandy? 1 out of 100. So like when it comes to random bundles, each set has the exact same drop rate. So it is purely however many sets there are, it's 1 out of that many.
What is the max oil per player per day? You can get, like I said, you get oil for 3. Your first win bonuses 3 times. So you can win 3 battles a day to earn oil, and then whatever containers you open. Yeah. So the maximum is if you were trying to get as much oil in the space of 24 hours, you would buy containers.
Yep.
Or earn containers through the campaign and other things. So there is no like daily limit. The only daily limit is the amount you get for winning battles, and that's 3 a day.
Any chance to get a clan for fleet for specific in-game chat so we can send important info to fleet mates? I would say that's probably unlikely because text-based chats in general are very difficult to implement. And
And they're very rarely used as well, especially in console games
yeah, exactly. So
with a controller. Plus, it adds a whole nother layer of moderation requirement.
exactly, yeah.
So,
Are you planning to add fleets for mobile? So mobile has like kind of a different update schedule going on for it, but eventually fleets probably will come to mobile. But if you are in a fleet if you join a fleet on console and then play on mobile, you will still contribute oil to your clan.
I also believe you get the bonuses if you join a fleet
Yes.
on console and you play on mobile, and that fleet has any upgraded bonuses, you can still earn those bonuses as well. So you can still effectively participate in fleets, earn oil, and get the bonuses. You just have to join it through a console because the fleet interface is not available on mobile yet.
Yeah. Sometimes when it comes to oil, it takes a little bit for it to update. My daily crate did add oil earlier today.
We have gone 5 minutes over our scheduled
Yeah.
time, so if you would like, we think it's time to make it into the stream. But thank you to everyone who's joined us. We'll go to this one.
Yep.
Thank you to everyone who's joined us today. We are really looking forward to seeing how you interact with the game and all of the new things we've added. If you encounter any bugs with fleets or anything like that, file it, submit it, let us know. We're keeping an eye on it. Again, this is a new feature and it's
A big feature as well.
a big one. So we do expect there to be an issue or two here and there, which we'll be looking into and trying to respond with. But we tested it and it was working internally, and we believe it's
and appears to be working like quite well today. So
today we've had very little issues. There are some fleets reporting that they're not receiving invites or requests when people submit. We are actively looking into that. If that happens to you, send us reports. As mentioned previously, you can still invite players directly to get around this for now.
So,
and on that note,
yeah, I think that's everything we've got. So join us here next week at the same time on Monday, and we will show off some more stuff of some kind. And but yeah, have a great week. Enjoy the new update. Let us know if you run into any problems, and we will catch you next time.
turn the tide. Take care.